two individuals that stand out more so than the others.
I'm gonna take my sham off my back. I'm just gonna start fiddling with it. I'm gonna look around, and I'm gonna say, any requests? Anybody got any requests they want me to play?
Yeah, I got one. It's a song. I forgot who. I don't know where it comes from, but I remember hearing it as a child. It's called Old Town Road.
Oh yeah, I don't know that one. So I'm just gonna start playing some smooth, light-hearted, music. It's gonna be like just trying to lighten up the environment a little bit. Everybody seems a little tense.
Yeah,
And maybe just that way people will look at me like.
That guy kind of rude. He say take requests, but he don't know songs. What's his problem? This your friend? Are these your friends?
Good songs, good sir.
Good songs.
I'm gonna just start playing.
These your friends? Who invited these guys?
I'm assuming Gideon's talking to me.
Yeah, I'm talking to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of adjust. I'm gonna adjust my my skin and kind of sit it down and let it rest on my shoulder and fix my little pendant, the little of the obsidian circle, and kind of just look at him, at Gideon. No. And then I'm gonna open up my chest pack and pull out a book, and at the same time I sneakily pull out kind of my little twine of copper and stick it back on my finger, and I'm gonna do a message to Gideon. I don't know that fella. Very strange of him to take a request and then play his own song.
He is rude. You mean go tell him? You mean go tell him about himself? You mean go tell him off? Hey.
Up to you, fella. I got your back.
All right. I'm walk over to Court and say, hey, buddy. That guy back there. That guy back there said that was pretty rude what you did. And he has a problem of you disrespecting his friends. It was me. And he wants to talk to you about it.
And
as I'm playing, I'm gonna nudge Gar.
Can I have a performance check though from you, Noah, while you're playing?
Yeah.
While you're playing Brassa, just to see if the others in the group, like at the fire, how they're feeling.
I rolled a 24.
I mean, they are actually pretty content. The Aarakocra in the ground, his eyes are wide as his hands are up in the air, almost like jovial. He's excited, happy to see our Hanakanatoba Kazahana individual is fairly intrigued. His sword sitting in his lap as he sits cross-legged on the stone as he stares at y'all in a nod. As he hears the rustling going on from the rest of the group, he's kind of, the old crones are happily enjoying, as well as our old friend with the book seems to be enjoying it as well. All are making merry. Our stoic individual, though, the man burned, seems to be unfazed.
Anyways, not a god has spoken. My friend, is really offended by what you had to say to me. How you gonna make this right?
The song, I'm unwinding the song, and it's coming down in between the set, between my next song. I say, look, man, everybody here seems to be enjoying themselves. Okay, if he's got a problem, he can come over here and talk to my friend Gar. Okay, but if he doesn't have a problem, he can just stay where he's at, and I'll play the next song.
Hey, Value, he said you're.
You know what, man? I appreciate you for coming over here and telling me that your friend was talking shit. I appreciate that.
Of course, man. I'm a real one.
Honestly.
Hey, Value.
do I notice Gideon telling him this?
The other guy.
Oh
over
yeah,
there,
as you're sitting there, you're watching this. Now, I will say for. For everyone except for Gideon, you hear a commotion taking place at the third tent near the bottom. It would seem some individuals are lashing out at one another, separate groups, as they had already been making their way out of the tent and having small conversations. Everyone except Gideon, you hear the voices increasing in aggression. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess while Gideon's over there talking, I have my book out and I'm kind of taking notes, and I'm doing my best to kind of ignore what Gideon's doing, and I'm intently looking at the individuals around the fire. I'm just trying to investigate for any signs of occult, like any type of like tattoo markings or any type of emblems or any type of thing like that. I'm just kind of just scanning the group of people coming around for specifically occult looking things.
You don't necessarily. Did you roll for me?
Oh, investigation and maybe history for occult. I don't know.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so investigation, so 10, so middle line. History would be 19. So I guess I know what I'm looking for, but maybe not see it.
For the traveler in the distance, our friend with the burned face, who I can go ahead and I'm gonna rename him to Burned Face real quick. Okay. He seems to have a couple of tattoos on his person. Nothing super notable. It would just seem that he's comes from Frostwald, that region. Okay, which has a pretty heavily warrior-esque folk. Besides that, everyone else seems to be like a average person. Our Aarakocra friend, or our bird friend, is large and older. You see that his feathers are tinged and kind of rustled. He's definitely seen his fair share of things. You don't really get much info from the Kazahana guy from looking at him. Okay? Except for the fact that
which one is the Kazahana? Can you ping
here,
it?
I'll do this. I'll do
face.
And which gentleman had the book that he was trying to read?
do that too.
Guy.
And I will, anytime you have a Kazahana, the flower will be their group that they're a part of. Okay?
Okay. So I'm just gonna kind of take note of this in my book, and as I'm taking note, then I'm holding the book with my left hand, I'm kind of rubbing the little copper wire on my finger. I'm gonna tell Gideon, take note of the burned face guy there, from Frostwald. Maybe has experience in battle. Nothing oculate around here. I don't think our guy we're looking for is here, but there is something going on back behind me. We may want to watch out for that.
As I'm, still pointing back, I'm hearing this in my head. I'm looking at him like,
Book man.
yeah. And I was like, and I say, you know what? He's not worth your time anyway. I'm
Okay.
jerk.
While the commotion is going on, Gark would like to try to sneak away.
You can't
Kind
roll
of-
for stealth.
Yeah.
I look to my left, and as I can see him.
Where you going?
Yeah, and I just get back to playing.
Is that a net one? 8. I rolled it a net one.
Nice.
At least you got a +7.
Damn, that's high.
Yeah.
That's some high ass stuff.
Right. So everyone kind of notices as Gark kind of just backs off of the stone and is like, "This shit's weird," as he begins to move. And as you were moving, Gark, you also see that the tiny servant had the construct's gears were burning as he kind of jumped from a stone and got onto the fire to witness the commotion that Gideon had initiated. However, it would seem that his intentions, as he brushes past Gideon, you feel the spider-like appendage kind of bounce off your leg onto this stone as he comes off to kind of watch what's happening over in the distance.
I'm like, oh, I've been molested.
I have been touched.
And I take out my handkerchief and I start wiping my armor. Ew. Dirty. Ew. And I turn around. I turn to walk back to Valor and kind of just, I'm gonna stand off in this. I'm gonna go over here to this rock and kind of just wipe my armor off. And while I'm doing that, I'm kind of just peeking at what Valor was talking about. Those guys over there. Do I notice anything weird about those guys?
A roll for investigation, please. And Gark,
I don't notice
what were
anything.
you? Continue to say things.
I was gonna say, I was gonna try to, get into the shadows and kind of sneak around to basically do what Gideon's doing, but from like a
Okay. So
vantage
Gark
point.
slips into the bushes. You get an automatic success on stealth at this point.
Okay.
Okay.
It's like Homer Simpson going into the bushes.
Yeah, just everybody sees me go away, but they just see
Don't know where
And
he went.
Gark becomes one in the woods. As Corin, you are still just, you're doing your thing. You're sitting there as you kind of glance around at people like, this shit's getting kind of weird. Gideon, as you were investigating, you stood up as you were molested, as you boldly stated. You stand up to go stare at the group, the crowd that you haven't really heard anything about, but you see a big crowd, and you're like, this looks interesting. As you walk up and you put your hands on your hips and stand and stare, you quickly discern that you're not sure what's happening as you nod aggressively and stare back at Corin and Valir.
I want to look at Valir and be like,
investigation check as well.
Yeah, you can. Go ahead and roll.
I'm gonna look
Go
at
ahead, Chavez.
I'm gonna look at Valir as I stood there. I was like, huh. And I go to wipe up my
10.
stuff, and I look back, and I'm like, I don't know what they're I don't know what they're doing.
Go ahead and
I kind of just
I'll,
wave him back over.
Okay.
I'll let you roll with advantage.
I'll
just
walk
because
back
you have
over.
an opportunity to really start to pay attention, being where you're at.
Okay. That is a 18.
Okay. You hear a conversation taking between these 2 point people. It would seem that they were meeting for some reason, but you hear that something has been shaded, i.e., you hear back and forth, now we're here to get our money, and there's nothing we're going to leave without our money, okay? And you hear the other one says, you were promised no money from me, nor mine.
Or,
The
his
deal
ears,
is a deal.
His ears
Yeah.
at the mention of money, they just kind of like tingle as he's like listening closer. Can I
Absolutely.
discern between which group, like who's on whose side?
You can't really discern much from just the distance, but you could draw a conclusion if you wouldn't mind. Just give me be a great check for your person. Fast. If you don't mind, I would like you to roll an insight.
Insight. Where is insight? There it
Right
is.
below
Okay.
history.
Oh, that's a nat 20, baby.
My son, you immediately can draw a conclusion that the one standing behind the one at the I would say the top of the tandem, the group at the top has 3, and they are supporting the individual they are behind, and you have 2 that are supporting the individual they are behind. Okay.
Okay.
It would seem that the ones below are dressed in kind of colors of Velshot, you know what I mean? Normal attire that you would see, robes. It's an amalgam of different things, but think of like colors of Frostwald, except it's, I would say, more regal. Okay, so you have green, you have these checkered plaids, you have many colors and cuts that all drape over. You have the bracelets and brass and gold accoutrement that would follow through, and you have, it would seem, 2 clashing clans, but one is not from Velshad, obviously. You draw that they are wearing more of a tag gear and attire. Okay.
All right. So the bottom one is Velshad, and then the top group. So the top group was yelling at them that the bottom group owes us money. Or owes
Yes, and the bottom group had stated that they would be paid when the deal was met, but
Okay.
no deal has been met.
I guess I want to kind of listen in further just to see where this goes. Just see where this goes.
Any other individuals?
I'm gonna talk to Valerie. It's like, hey, I didn't get anything. I mean, did I do a good job? It just seemed like they're just, I don't know. I think they're doing a dance or something. I'm not. I didn't. Did you see anything? Valier. He doesn't speak. I forgot. Well, how about you just
And
you just wave me over here and you keep doing this again? I'm just gonna talk to myself.
no. And I was trying, Garrett. I was trying to listen to the group behind.
And
What would you like me to roll? See if I picked up anything.
I'm just
Sure, yeah. See if you could hear some of the little statements being said.
I'm talking to him, breaking his concentration. Like, hey, talk to me. Hey,
Hey,
hey.
Oh,
I'm a person. I am a person
Message.
too, and I deserve to be validated.
Gideon, one second. I promise.
Uh,
Okay, what would you, maybe perception, maybe, to see if I heard something? Or what do you think?
Yeah, if you're just trying to kind of casually listen, yes, perception, please.
Yeah.
While he's doing that, can I?
19.
You hear everything that I have just said. You heard. Okay.
So, let me see how far this is. So, 30 feet from me is pretty much in the middle of those two groups. So I'm gonna do, and just note, my socks are made of wool, which is a form of fleece. So I'm just gonna snap my book closed and put it back in my thing, and I'm gonna look over at Gideon, and I'm just gonna say out loud to him, watch this, and I kind of motion my hand like this, and I'm gonna cast minor illusion, and it's gonna be like a handful of coins on the ground in between them, of gold coins.
Like Garth,
That's
as you're
so cool.
watching, you'll see the mercenary lead as well as the Vashad clan lead. As they're still berating each other, you see a small coin purse just overfilling with coins smashed to the ground before them. Both of which are stunned silence as they look down at the ground. And can I get a performance check from you, Valir?
Yes.
So as it hits the ground, you know, the dust kind of rustles, but the dust kind of billows through the gold coin as it's on the ground. You see the mercenary pick up some stone and throw it at the visage of the coin purse that appeared before him, and he looks up at the clan lead and says, "Is this an insult? You think this is something that would win our favor?" As he draws his sword at the clan lead, and he says, "I spill blood for you," and they will come at arms at each other. Everybody drawing weapons as seen fit. You hear the whirring of the tying servant as it kind of goes around, and it makes a small, basically stance that digs its land in, and it's like a foghorn goes off as it starts screaming into the side like a siren, and it is very loud. Everyone can hear. Gark, you witness all of this as it happens. Okay.
Okay.
I noticed these are mercenaries. By chance, do I know any of them? Can I roll for that?
Yeah, I don't care. Yeah.
What are-
Investigation again. Give it your fucking best.
Oh, nat 20. I got a -1.
You know nobody a part of this group. Okay.
I wasted my nat. All right. I'm gonna just look. I'm gonna say, hold on, Valley, hold on. I think. Nah, that's Randy. I don't know. Nah, I don't know who those are.
You'll see the Elshad clan member as he is met with a single sword at his face. He draws from within his robes, his gilded robes, he draws a singular flintlock pistol as he points it at the mercenary lead, to which he will roll to fire. Okay?
After I did the gold, I just started revening it. I just touched my thing, and I told Gideon, this might blow over. Be ready. Or blow up.
All right.
I guess.
So it will hit. So he will roll for damage at this point. He will do 10 points of damage. So for everybody, you're going to hear a single shot from this pistol launch as it strikes the mercenary lead in the shoulder holding his sword, to which he will drop, to which you will see total arms break out. As shots begin to fire, you will see a singular clan member draw a crossbow, and he will attempt to fire, to which he will miss. The arrow will launch and go past the mercs in the back and fly as it almost hits you, Valir. As it glances into the ground past, you see another arrow begin to fire as they're missing their shots as these guys are whirring and burring, causing as much chaos as they can. You would see many of these people, the Kazahana member, will stand ground and vacate, trying not to become involved in any of these things that are happening. You will see guard members begin to make their way up, and as they do, they will scream and announce to all, "Nobody leave! Everybody stay where put!" As you see multiple members, including more of the servants, begin to show ground as they are alarming and coming through.
Can I, while this is all this commotion's going on, I'm gonna stop playing the music, right?
Yeah.
Can I shuffle over here to, like, where's that, and to the bookman?
Are you gonna transform into a scholar?
He's just gonna burn
No.
everybody in the
And
fire.
Noah will do the most Noah thing ever, and as soon as shit pops off, he will.
No,
Go
I'm gonna go over to bookman, right?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say, hey, you know, you're kind of a book guy, right? You know, like, a lot about books. It seems like, yeah, you saw you over here and you're just reading the entire time.
The old man completely taken over by what is happening in the distance as he looks to you, who seems to be so calm, and such. He'll go, "Oh, I was just given this book by the archivist. He the one who owns the Gilded Annex."
Huh. Do you know, I mean, hey, you know, how much do you know a lot about books? Like, would you consider yourself a scholar, sir?
I'm here only in celebration of the of First Light, the festival taking place. It kicks off later in the day.
I mean, the only reason I'm asking is because, you know, I don't really know much about books, and, you know, I was reading about this old glassmaker named Haran Glassmith, and supposedly he made, like, some kind of book and has, like, glass pages. Is that even possible?
He's looking at you just absolutely fucking confused. Like, would you like this book? And he hands you the leather-bound pamphlet that he was given at the hotel.
Yeah, okay, well, it's nice talking to you, man.
I wouldn't say likewise, as he hides behind the crones and he whispers. He goes, "It's a strange man."
I'm gonna go walk over to the burned face, and as I'm walking over, I'm just gonna toss the book in a fire that he gave me. And,
As you toss the book in the fire, you do see the little spits and
yeah.
bats of flame as the different colors are kind of emblazing outward. Okay.
He will be cursed because he was supposed to be returned.
The burn-faced man looks at you as you toss the book in, as he kind of nudges at you and says, "I'd love to burn a book."
I'm just gonna sit next to him and say, and so, yeah, man, you look like you've seen some shit.
He turns to you with a true ire. "Please leave."
Ah. Are you sure you want me to leave? I mean, hey, I could just stay here and talk with you. You know what I mean? I feel like you need somebody to talk to right now.
He
You look
stands.
like
He
you're
has
like
a
sad.
pretty.
Can I persuade
good
him to,
stature.
like, let me, like, kinda,
Sure.
like,
Yeah,
like,
you
hang
can
out?
do whatever. Absolutely. You most certainly can try.
right, so that's gonna automatically be a 10 because it's persuasion. So that's gonna be a 16.
As you kind of look at him, it's like, "Hey, why don't you just sit down and talk with me, man?" He has a sword in his hand as he plants it in the ground. He looks and goes, "You have my attention."
Oh, good. You know, I just wanted to talk to you, man. You just look like an interesting guy, you know? That's like my thing. I see interesting people and I just want to get to know them.
He leans down like his cloak. Obviously, there are people literally firing arrows right now. You can hear them as they fly past him. He's not concerned in any way as he looks down and kind of bends. He's about, I would say, 6'4", solid guy. Got a burgundy hue to his hair. Obviously, half the beard's gone. Eye is you've now realized is blind. He's gone. It's enucleated, i.e. the bulb of the eye is no longer there. As he bends down, he looks and he's saying, "Are you saying my disfigured face is interesting to you?"
But like in a good way. Like you've seen combat. Like you made it out. You seem like a
Roll
strong
persuasion.
warrior. Yep. 19.
And he gets like a half grin. You realize that he can't really articulate the part of his mouth without. As he does, you can see that he's missing some teeth that were in there. Obviously having a grave injury at some point. As he kind of gives you a half-face smile, he goes, "Thank you for the kind words. I believe
yeah,
our
you're welcome."
conversation is over."
Yeah, oh, but hey, I wanted to tell you though before it ends, the guy that gave me the book that you said you wish you could throw away, he was talking that shit about you. Before I came over here, he gave me the book. He
just
said,
places
he
a
said, "Don't give it
soft
to that
hand
guy."
on your shoulder. When he does, you feel the weight as it just kind of, you lean to the side. You're like, yeah, he was talking so much shit about you.
Yeah.
As he just gives you a pat. He goes, "Enjoy your day." Again, arrow. As he kind of steps off, and he'll kind of wander from that.
Okay.
He's going to take his leave. He's going to actually, almost it seems, kind of stand guard. He's going to keep with the old crones, and it would by association be the bookman. Now, there are many things happening right now with the other. The Velshad Guard have taken in and are trying to do their best to qualm this fight. Nothing is happening. You've seen that one of the mercs has actually perished in this altercation. Same for a fellow here, it would seem. He is downed. Our Velshad clan leader has taken a considerable amount of damage, as well as the mercenary leader.
So, like, is everybody kind of like subdued and like they've?
There's still a massive altercation. The Velshad Guard are trying to get these two away from the altercation, as it would seem they are innocent bystanders. And this singular guard is just trying to do what he can to mitigate. But again, it's a large conflict between two guards. This is going to be very difficult for them to intervene to calm. As he shouts, he goes, "Any assistance would be greatly appreciated," as he hollers to the back, as these guys are cleaning house at this point. It would feel like this mercenary lead has actually taken advantage and is going to slaughter this individual here, beheading him.
Which team are we supposed to be on again? I'm like,
well,
I'm trying to get. I'm waving over to the bushes to see if Gark is even like looking this direction. 'Cause I'm trying to get like his attention.
Gark has heard the word money, and he has seen gold hit the ground, and he is like locked in.
I'm
Gark, you're by the fence, or by the sides of the tent. And I will say, with your perception, you notice that it's not completely staked in. It's almost kind of like fluttering underneath.
I guess Gark will go into the tent, just kind of scramble up in there.
Roll stealth it. I would like.